Alright, so we're back to work on the welding cart. I did, since the last video, I did a couple more things, just small things. I added some braces on the sides here. I think I had this one on the last video. I added this one. I'm going to add one more up top here and over here for my shelf up here. Same down here, there, and then same on the bottom. I also picked up some casters. These are 90 or 100-pound casters. They're small, but they should do the job. I picked up 4 of these, the swivel kind. And I picked up 2 regular and then 2 with the locking, so I could lock it in place if I want to. So I also made some finishing welds on the outsides of the uprights here. I'll show you those also. And a couple small mistakes that I made, which this is why I'm practicing to correct these mistakes on something that, like I said before a couple times in the other video, this doesn't, nobody's life is going to depend on this. So I'm gonna make this, build it for something I can use around the garage, but it's never gonna put somebody's life in jeopardy, like some of the structural stuff that you would weld under a car, or like I said before, anything like that, car suspension or something, that needs to be done by a professional, which I'm not. I'm just a beginner, and just making a welding cart. So stay tuned. I'll go over how the build is going and a couple of small mistakes I made, and I'll show you everything. All right, so here's the progress I made so far. I got these tacked underneath here. Put one small tack up here and then tacked underneath to get everything. These are tacked under here. I finished the welding on the corners here. Again, not perfect, but I'm learning. So those are done. I'm gonna try and get the cross members here done tonight. There, and then up top, and then put a piece of flat bar support across there, and then across here, and then across there. The one mistake I did make is this back leg is, you can see it's kicked out about a ½ inch that way. And I think that happened when I tacked it. I think the heat maybe pulled it out of whack a little bit, and I didn't notice it until I fully welded it, which is my mistake. You could see I welded it. I'm not cutting it off for a ½ inch, not for this. So that's a mistake that can definitely be recognized before you do this kind of stuff. It's my bad. I made the mistake, but I'll fix it with the. I'll just have to cut the shelving a little bit longer on that side. But this is the part of the learning process. When you weld, the heat is pretty intense, and it can move your metal. Especially if you just tack one side, you can pull it out of whack. So when you tack, just tack in one place and then recheck your square and your measurements. And if you tack in one place, you can always push it or bend it back into square before you finish the weld. And that's a mistake I made. So hopefully anybody out there that's watching this and learning like I am, do a tack and then recheck everything, because the heat and if your cut is off just by a little bit, and you tack it down, the heat and your weld can pull it just a quarter or ½ inch out. It doesn't sound like much, but it matters. So double check everything after you tack it. If you have to, bend it back into place, clamp it, and re-tack it. So hopefully that'll help somebody who's also learning like myself. All right, so cross members are done up top. Just tacked up for now. Gonna do a second set here to here, there to there. I'm gonna run a piece of flat stock here across for support, here across, and there across, and then put my sheet metal here, here, and here for shelving. And then we still got the back piece for the tank, which we're gonna support with a chain and a bungee, keep it in place. And I still got casters to put on, so we still got some work to do, but just wanted to give you guys an update. I'll probably do a little bit more tonight and add it to the video. All right, so we're gonna put the casters on now. As you can see, I grinded nice and clean here. Nice and clean there. Clamped it on. I'm gonna tack them up here and here, and then just weld the outside edge. All right, so part 2 of the video. We tacked the casters on. The top supports. Still have to do the middle. And the bottom support here. Grind down some welds. But overall, it's coming out nice. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for part 3, which will probably be the last finishing part to this welding cart. So stay tuned, and be finishing up hopefully within like a week or so. So take care, and I'll talk to you guys soon.